Well, students, thanks for joining me, and today I have with me not only a barrister but also an Australian boxing champion, Simone Bailey. Simone, thanks for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
So, the bar and boxing, are there any similarities?
You would be surprised to know there's a lot of similarities. I think obviously, of course, you've got two competing viewpoints, or two competing arguments is one way to look at it, and of course a decision maker. So both sides are trying to persuade the decision maker that they should win. I suppose that's probably the main one. But also a lot of the elements that you would bring to the boxing ring, you would hope to bring to perhaps one of your cases.
And how do you balance your passion for representing people before our courts at the bar, and beating the hell out of someone in the boxing ring?
To be honest, it's not all that easy, but I suppose you wouldn't, in a lot of ways, you wouldn't want it to be easy. I mean, it's all about putting in the hard yards. So I suppose it's the sort of thing that you have to make work. You know, you get up earlier, you sacrifice some other things. While people might be at Friday night drinks, I'm at the gym, for better or worse. But I wouldn't give up either. And
being a woman at the bar, I guess times have changed over the last number of years, when we used to have, I suppose, years ago, a male-dominated, white Anglo-Saxon male-dominated league profession. Yeah. You're a woman at the bar. Have you seen those changes in the time you've been at the bar? Is it easy to be a woman at the bar these days?
I think it really, I honestly have had no difficulty whatsoever with sort of gender inequality at the bar. I'm really happy to say that. In fact, I would almost say that from the time I've come, I've been encouraged more so from some of the older gentlemen who have long been at the bar. There's certainly a lot more older men at the bar, but I think the face of the bar is certainly changing. There's a lot more women, but I've found nothing but encouragement and mentorship from those at the bar. They seem to really want us to do really well.
And when you first studied law, what opportunities were available to you? What sort of things did you think were crucial to you to put on your CV to make your way in the law?
The funniest thing about this, I was always told going through uni that you had to find something to separate you from the 5,000 other applicants to all the law firms, especially when you were applying at first instance for article clerkships, as it then was, or your first few jobs when you come out of law school. And of course, a lot of people really focused on their academic results. I certainly did to some extent. But I found that despite hard work, I was still probably quite average, or a little bit above average. But I worked hard, and I wasn't anything overly different to the other students. So I suppose the thing that I would say to students is, don't necessarily think that has to be limited to an academic success. For me, the thing that probably now stands out is my boxing, which is not the sort of thing that I probably would have expected back then. So what I would say to students is, find your passion, follow that passion, and make that be the thing that sets you apart from other people. It doesn't necessarily have to be something that's strictly legal.
Sounds like pretty good advice. And as a result of your boxing, and I guess being a lawyer and a barrister, the combination of the two, you've been appointed to the Professional Boxing and Combat Sports Board.
Yeah, recently.
Do you find that your experience in the boxing field and the law help you in that era? Oh,
absolutely, absolutely. I think, again, the sort of qualities that you want to bring to all of those things have assisted. I mean, obviously learning to be amazingly prepared for things, for instance, to really fight for things that you believe in. All those sorts of qualities, I think, have really already helped me in the board. And again, doing something that you're interested in, I feel like I can give back. It's another way that I can actually contribute to something by being involved in it.
That's great. And I guess the final question, because students are always struggling with this, time management. When they're studying, a lot of our students, of course, are postgrad students, or all our JD students are, and time management is a very difficult issue for them. They're working during the day, they're going to lectures at night and on weekends. How do you manage your time, particularly between the boxing and the law?
Yeah, well, good question. For me at the moment, I'm training twice a day before work and after work, and I find that even when I come home after work, I'm back into my office at home for another few hours before grabbing a couple of hours of sleep and doing it all again. But I think really the thing is, if you're passionate about something, you'll find the time to make it happen. So there's certainly a lot of organisation that you need, and prioritising. You really work out what you can do and when you can do it. And I think a lot of people will be flexible if they're aware of all these things that you're juggling. So probably the biggest advice is to keep people updated about where things are at. That might be, if it's your employer, say, look, I think I can get that to you, sure, but it might take me 2 weeks because I've got these other things. So really just keeping people in the know about, when you're going to be able to do things, and not being afraid to maybe ask for a little bit extra time to get things done. If it is the case that you're trying to juggle so many things, you're better off to get it done really, really well than to try and do a really quick job sort of when you're really, really tired or something like that.
Well, students, that's great advice. Have passion, manage your time, and allow enough time to get the work done properly. Thanks for joining us, Simone, and thanks very much, students.
Thanks for having me.